A prison guard who sprayed tear gas onto 6 teenagers in Darwin's Dondale Youth Detention Centre says he can't explain 2 vastly different accounts of how much gas he used. 4 of the teenagers are suing the Northern Territory government for damages.
Prison guard Philip Flavelle was ordered to spray tear gas into the Behavioural Management Unit at Dondale in August 2014. He did it to subdue Jake Roper, who was out of his cell but still in a secure area. The day after, the guard, who had been brought in from the adult prison, wrote an official incident report about the use of what's also known as CS gas, saying, "I released the first of 2 CS Fogger gas discharges into the cell area. A second discharge was required before the detainees showed signs of the CS gas taking effect." But last month he signed an affidavit with a different story. "I discharged 3 short bursts, less than 1 second each. Roper continued swearing and failed to comply. I therefore discharged a further 2-second burst." He says he waited for another minute, but Roper still wasn't complying, so "I discharged approximately a further 6 extremely short bursts of CS gas." The lawyer for the 4 teenage boys who were exposed to the gas while locked in their cells asked Mr. Flavelle, "Can you explain why your explanation given is different in the 2 documents?" "No, I can't. I suggest that you were trying to downplay the amount of tear gas you deployed when you wrote that report. I disagree." The boys were taken to Darwin's adult prison after the tear gas was used, where one of them claims he was grabbed by the neck and held up against a wall. The guard denied that allegation, saying he had his hands on the boy's chest. The trial has now finished its first week, and the reliability of evidence given by prison guards has been raised several times. James Sizeland, the Deputy Superintendent of Dondale, who recommended the use of tear gas, admitted his affidavit contained a false statement that some of the boys had assaulted both prison staff and other detainees. Stephen Schubert, ABC News.
The Territory's Corrections Commissioner says his department has improved its procedures since tear gas was used on teenage detainees in Dondale in 2014. Well, as we've heard, questions have been raised about the truthfulness of some statements made by prison guards in the case of 4 boys suing the Northern Territory government. The former Chief Minister Adam Giles accused Corrections of having a culture of cover-up, but Mark Payne has told ABC reporter Stephen Schubert that's not what he's found on the job.
I haven't seen a culture of cover-up here, and I believe that what the previous Chief Minister was talking about was issues that surrounded the August 2014 circumstances. That is, what has been called the riot at the old Dondale Centre. That's what I believe he was referring to. I've been now the Commissioner here for 10 months. I have not observed a culture of cover-up. When I ask questions, I ask people to not only tell me, I say show me. I examine the work that we do, and I find people to be quite upfront, quite open in terms of providing that information.
There's a court case going on at the moment where some of your officers have been giving evidence about that night where tear gas was used, and there are questions over some of the truthfulness of their claims in affidavits. How confident are you that these people have told the truth?
I don't know that that's the case. I don't know that it's been proved that there's a false statement being made in court. I mean, it's not something that I should really be commenting on. I've got nothing in front of me that says that something has been untruthful. I was aware of a court report yesterday that certain elements in a statement needed to be clarified. I understand that to be the case. I don't know that there's been an allegation of perjury. I don't know if there's been an allegation of an untruthful statement, knowingly untruthful statement, and I don't believe that there's any reason why the public shouldn't have full confidence in the members of the Northern Territory Correctional Services to provide valid, truthful evidence to the Royal Commission.
Your predecessor, Ken Middlebrook, blamed successive Northern Territory governments for failing to invest properly in youth justice. Is that a criticism that you share with him?
What I have seen since I have been associated with correctional services as the Commissioner, I found the full support of government in trying to achieve the outcomes in public safety. So, I would suggest that those views, Mr. Middlebrook's views, are based on quite a considerable period of time within correctional services in the Territory and elsewhere.
Mark Payne, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for the opportunity to talk to you.